Alright, today I'm going to break down the video I did on talk music in E flat. I'm going to have to go through it kind of quickly, because there's a lot to cover. Alright, so it starts off with a C and a D. Then you hit this. I hit this chord here. I have A and E flat in my left hand, right hand G, C, and E flat. Then I go to a D and a C in my left hand, right hand D, G, and D. Then I go to a G and a B, G and an F in my left hand, right hand B flat, F, and B flat. And I use E flat as a grace note, and I go back. Then I go to a B in my left hand, right hand B, D, and G. Then I hit an E flat in my left hand. Then I hit this chord here. I hit B, D, and F. Then I go to a C in my left hand. Right hand goes to D and E, D and F, and I slide up to that D. Then I go to a G and an E flat in my left hand. After I hit that E flat, I go to a C and an E flat in my right. Like that. Then I hit a C, E flat, F, and I slide up to the G. When I hit this G in my right hand, I go to an F in my left hand, and then an E flat in my left hand, and then I break up this chord. G, B flat, E flat, and G. Then I keep my left hand the same. My right hand goes to A, D, and F, and I slide up to that A. So. Then I go to a B in my left hand. Right hand goes to A, D flat, E flat, and G. I go from an A flat to a B flat. I slide up to the G, back down to the F. Then I hit a B flat and an F in my left hand, like that. Then I go to this chord here, E flat, A flat, B flat, and C. I hit an E flat, and then I drop it down to this. I have a B flat and a D in my left hand, right hand F, A flat, B flat, and D. What that is, I have a B flat, a C, back to B flat, to A, to B flat, and then I have an E flat and a B flat in my left hand. Right hand goes to G and E flat, and then it does this movement. What that is, it goes to D, you keep the E flats on the outside, it goes to D and B flat, to C and A flat, to A flat and F, to B flat and G. Like that. And then I hit a B flat in my left hand, and I go to the same chord. I already taught you this chord. Regular A flat major chord to an A flat major 7 chord. I have G in my left hand, right hand A flat, C, E flat, and G. Then I go to a B flat, an A flat, and a B in my left hand. Right hand goes to D, E, G, and B flat. And then I just take that chord up. To this chord here, I have an E flat, a D, E flat, B flat, and a D in my left hand. Right hand goes to F, G, B flat, D, and G. Then I go to a D, a B flat, and a C in my left hand. Right hand goes to F, B flat, C, and F. And remember this chord here, and this movement, the movement I did in the beginning with the B flat. That'll come up a lot. I'll go back to this chord a lot too. Alright, but after that, left off. I have a C, a G, and an E flat in my left hand. Right hand goes to F, F, G, B flat, and E flat. And it does that little walk down. It goes to F and an E flat in my left hand. An F, A flat, B flat, and E flat in my right hand. Then I hit a G, A flat, B flat, and E flat in my right. Then I hit a B flat in my left hand. Do you remember that? Except instead of going down to this chord here, you're going to do this. Like that. And what that is, it goes from, you use F as a grace note to get to G. And then I go to D, F, A flat, B flat in my left hand, right hand, D, and F. And I slide up to that D. So. And then I just hit B flat octaves. Then I do this movement here. Alright, and this movement, it'll be coming up again, so remember this chord too. So it starts off with an E flat and a B in my left hand, right hand B and G. And I do this, I go from C to D, back to C in both hands. Then I go to an F and an E flat, A flat, E flat, and A flat. Then I go from a D to an E flat, back to the D in both hands. So back to the E flat. Then I go to a G and an F in my left hand, right hand B flat, F, and B flat. And I use E flat as a grace note. Like that. Then I go to a B flat, F, and A flat in my left hand. Right hand goes to C, D flat, and an A flat. Then I go to an F, an A flat, D flat, and an F. I hit the E flat, and then I hit this chord here. Then I go to an E flat and a D flat in my left hand. Right hand goes to E, G, C, and E flat. Then I slide up from this B flat to the C. When I hit the C in my right hand, I'm going to hit an A flat in my left hand. Like that. And then I do this movement in the middle. That's E, F to G, back to F. Then I go to a D in my left hand. Right hand goes to F, B flat, and D. I hit a G flat in my left hand and a C in my right. So that'll go like this. Like that. That's that same chord I already taught you. Then you do this walk up, and this walk up will come up again, so remember it too. Alright, and what that is I have a B and an A flat in my left hand, right hand D, F, D, F, A flat, B, and D. Then I have a C, a G, and an E flat in my left hand, right hand F, G, B flat, and E flat. Then I have a D and a B in my left hand, right hand A flat, B, D, and F. Then I go to an E flat, a B flat, and a D in my left hand, right hand goes to an F, a G, a B flat, a D, and a G. Like that. And then up next you do this movement. And what that is, it's a 7 3 6 7. I'm sorry, 1 7 3 6 2 5. Alright, what that is, I have E flat and G flat in my left hand. Right hand I have an A flat, a B flat, a D flat, F, and an A flat. I take that down a half step. I have a D, an E, an F. I hold those down together, and I have a G, an A, a C, E, and a G. Then I go to a G and an F in my left hand. Right hand B flat, B, E flat, and G. Then I go to a C, G, and an E flat in my left hand. Right hand goes to F, G, B flat, D, and F. Then I go to an F and an E flat in my left hand. Right hand goes to an A, a D flat, E flat, and a G. Then I go to a B flat in my left hand. Right hand I have an A flat, a B flat, a C, E flat, and a G. And I take this C and this E flat, and I drop it down a half step. So, like that. Then I hit a B in my bass note. And I do that. I have a C in my left hand. Right hand I have D and G, and I slide out to that D. I hit D, G, and E flat in my left hand, and then in my right hand I hit an F, a G, and a B flat while still holding down the D and the G. So like this. Like that. And then this chord will come up too. So remember, I have an F and an E flat in my left hand. Right hand I have a G, A, B, and a D. So, and then what I do is I take this G major chord and I just arpeggiate it all the way up. So, then I go to a C, D, C, B, and a C. And I keep my left hand the same. F and E flat. Alright, so. Then I hit a B flat in my left hand. And then that movement that I taught you already. Then I go to. What that is, I have A flat, D flat in my left hand, right hand E flat, F, A flat, and D flat. Then I go to a G and a D flat and an E in my left hand. Right hand I go to a G, A, C, and E flat. Then I hit an E flat in my bass, and I hit E flat octaves. So I'll do that part again. And then I have an A flat and a G in my left hand. Right hand I have a C, a G, and a C. And in both hands I slide up to that G, back down to the F. So. Then I go to an A flat and a G flat in my left hand. Right hand I have a C, an F, a B flat, and a D. So after that, that's the same thing as earlier on. That little progression, the 1, 2 to the 3, except now it's going 3, 2, 1 to the flat 5. Alright, so that's the same chord. Alright, and then I go to an A in my left hand. Right hand I go to an F, a G, a C, and a G. And then after I hit the chord in my right hand, I hit an D flat in my left.